By the time I was in 5th grade in elementary school, my mentor, my great aunt, had inspired me to become a hairdresser. Little did I know where it would take me in life. Not only have I been a hairdresser, I went on to cosmetology to be an instructor, to teach cosmetology, to own my own salon, and then to open the charity Children with Hair Loss in 2000. When we first opened the charity, and it's always been in honor of my niece, who at 3 years old was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. She had 95% cancer, and really they didn't expect her to make it. But she fooled them all. She made it. During Sarah's 5 years of treatment at Children's Hospital, we've seen so many children that didn't have hair, and those who did have hair, it was synthetic. And it was something that an older person would wear. It definitely wasn't anything that a child would wear. So we went in search trying to find a place that Sarah could go to get some hair, and there wasn't anything out there that was available. We wanted to do something that would give back to every family without any obligation, and families realize that they can come to us and not feel uncomfortable to know that we'll never charge them for their child to get hair. After opening Children with Hair Loss in 2000, it was our goal, and I thought at the time, to take care of cancer kids. But boy, did I learn a lot of new things. There were so many reasons for hair loss out there. It wasn't just cancer. It was alopecia, it was burn victims, and it was many, many people that needed help, and they didn't have anywhere to go. So as time went on, the first year we started, I think in the fall, we only did maybe 2 children. Then the next year it started picking up a little more, and as the years have evolved, we have gone from taking care of 3 children that first year, or 2, whatever it was, to taking care of almost 600 children in a year. We are always here to support the families. They know that once they contact us, that we're here for them. They can call us any day of the week, and we're a full support for them and for their family. Sometimes we have to connect them with another family that might have gone through the same thing that they have, but they've worked their way through it and they're doing well. So we like to continue to help support these families in any way that we can. In 2004, we had our very first charity ball. It was just a dinner venue at that time. We only had maybe 3 recipients, maybe 4 recipients that came to it. And as time went on, we decided to try something new, and a few years ago, we decided to have a fashion show. Going from 3 to 4 recipients coming to the charity ball, this year we're actually expecting 50 of our recipients to walk the runway. So the growth has been amazing. We went from 100 people to 500 people. We have recipient children coming in from all over the United States, from Oregon to Florida, from California to New York, and all in between. And it's so amazing to see these kids come from all the different states. We need this event to help us to support the kids and support the funding so that we can keep providing for them year after year. And we know we've done a good job when we see them strut their stuff down the runway and see the confidence that we've put back in their life. We just need more help monetarily to be able to keep doing this. So the support that you provide for us is so needed and so helped. And all of you that donate your hair, buy a t-shirt, 100% of that money goes to the children to be able to provide these services for them at no charge. This weekend and our charity ball gives them that support that they need to really help the kids and to really build their emotional side of their life, and to give them the confidence that they need to just be the person that they could always be. And that is one reason why that we've always said in this charity that we need to make the rules a little different, run the age to 21 that they can keep coming back so that they can get themselves through college and become productive adults. Shortly after last year's charity ball, was my annual time to go in for my physical, which I do every year. But to my surprise, this last year, my life changed a little bit. I had my yearly mammogram. Well, it didn't come back so good, so they called me back to redo it. On the day I went back for my second mammogram, they assured me everything was going to be just fine, but they might need to do an ultrasound. Well, after they did the mammogram, then they decided, yes, I needed the ultrasound. From there, the radiologist came in and said, you need a biopsy. And I thought, whoa, a biopsy? Yep, you need a biopsy. So they take you out of the room and they take you in this little cubicle, and they wanted to set a date to do the biopsy. And I went, no. We have to do something now. Don't you have something in the schedule today? I don't know what I did to convince them, but they actually got me back in a couple hours later and did the biopsy that same day. And it wasn't 4 days later when the results came back, and my OBGYN, they called me and set me up with an appointment for the next day to come in. And I kind of knew in my head before I got there what he was going to say to me. And sure enough, he sat me down and he said, the results didn't come back good. He says, you have what's called invasive ductal carcinoma. And it was stage 1, so we did catch it at a very, very early stage. And sitting there, I know I felt very blessed that it was only stage 1. Many people don't get that. As the doctor diagnosed me as stage 1 breast cancer, I felt very, very lucky that we caught it very early on. And the way we caught it very early on is because I did go for my annual visits and had that mammogram every single year, even thinking, why am I doing a mammogram? I don't really need it. Breast cancer is not in my family. And then, wow, bam, it happened to me. So that day, walking out of the doctor's office, it was like, wow, this is me. Did this really happen to me? Is this really happening? I've been there for over the years to help so many other people and always knew, yeah, it could be me at any time, but never really thinking it ever would be me. We didn't have breast cancer within our family. But, yep, it was me. And so then I had to see the surgeon just a couple days later, and this was all the week of Christmas. So thank goodness probably it was the week of Christmas, because that kept me really, really busy. And so after the holidays, we decided that, yes, I would have my surgery and watch for whatever else we needed to do. And they all were very shocked. They all were very sure that all my numbers would come back, that I wouldn't need chemo, I would have the surgery, and it would just be a one shot and done. Well, life doesn't always happen that easy. So I've never really let myself get really, really down about it, even though it's really tough to go through. It's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done. No, not probably. It is the toughest. They suggested that I did 4 rounds of chemotherapy. And yes, within 2 weeks of me taking the chemotherapy drugs, my hair started coming out. So I called my daughter Christine right away that evening and said, hey, guess what? My hair's coming out. We need to get ready to do the family head shaving. So she very quickly set it up the next day. My family came, my sister, my niece who went through chemotherapy, her children, my grandkids, my daughters, my husband, everybody was there, and away we went. And boy, it was a party. It was a lot of fun to see the reaction of the kids getting to actually take the clippers and shave my head. They thought that was pretty cool. During my time of chemotherapy and my hair loss, I really wanted to look just like me. And that was very, very important to me. So I know what these kids feel like as they really want to look like them. Not only did I lose my hair, I lost my eyelashes, I lost my eyebrows, and you do look totally different. And now I know what these kids go through. And if you do go in public and you go without your hair, people do stare at you. They look at you differently. They don't treat you the same. As I talk about our children being our warriors, they were my warrior, and many days they got me through. Many times all I would have to do was think about them and know, you got this. And that's what I tell everybody. I got this. I can do this. Being able to continue working through this process really made a big difference. And it was always amazing to me that it would take 3 days for the chemo to actually hit your brain. And when they say you got chemo brain, you really have chemo brain. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't have a conversation. It would just actually blow my mind. And then from the crazy Neulasta shot that I would have to get to keep my white count up, that would really make your joints and your nerves and your muscles, oh, they would hurt pretty bad over the weekend. And you'd recover by the first of the week and you'd go again. And just about the time you get to feeling really, really good and all your counts being really good, it'd be time to go back and get that chemo again. So let me tell you, the day I got to ring that bell, that chemo was done, was probably one of the best days of my life. I had 2 extra suspicious spots besides the tumor that it made a decision very easy to have a bilateral mastectomy, just to make sure that cancer couldn't come back again. And I will be ready after the charity ball this year that I will have a reconstruction done. And then life is just going to keep going forward and cancer is going to be behind me, which it is already. But I'm there to help somebody else and to give them the support that they may need. I've had the greatest support team. I've had the best of doctors. My team of doctors is amazing. My family's amazing. My children with hair loss family's amazing. So who couldn't get through that if they had all this kind of support behind them? And now, and as you see my new do with my hair coming back, I personally know what each one of these children go through and the journey that they go through as they go through their hair loss, and how important what we do is, and to be there for them and give to them and give them the support that they need. So we hope that you will support us in our efforts so we can keep supporting them. Thank you for the support that you all have given me and allowed me to give to your family and your children. I didn't know how much it would mean until I did go through this myself. And I think we've all connected a tighter bond. And I hope that all of you will continue to support children with hair loss and our mission of covering young heads to heal young hearts. Even as we heal an old heart, it's all really good. Thank you.
So what do you think of your wig?
I love it. It's like Rapunzel, long hair, Rapunzel.
Wait, and what do you say to the people who gave it to you? What do you say to the people who gave you the wig? Wait, look at them.
I got the wind in my hair and never. I got the wind in my hair.
Wait, let's finish so it's not in your face. Come here, let's do one more.
Boo, boo, boo.
I think you're happy. Are you happy?
Yeah.
What do you say? Thank you.
Thank you.